can double. Look, I work in front end. I know UX, and I know people click twice by accident. Also, it's not a thing that doesn't happen. But to be fair, let's just be realistic. This front end, go.hex.com, gives you a shiny, bright red yellow warning that says, "Are you sure you want to end stake?" And then if you do, it'll then open up MetaMask to confirm that. So technically you need to click 3 times and in different places. So yes, it's very unlikely, but there are cases to be made why you should have multiple warnings even in that front end, for something as big as like a end stake of your entire life savings, for example.
I agree. And the thing about the length of the stake and the penalty, it really depends. So it's not like every time, if it's less than 50%, you lose all your principal and whatever. It depends a lot on your specific case. So if you really want to know exactly how it is calculated for your specific case, um, there's two ways for you to do it. There's a website which is hexstake.info, I believe. One second, let me try it out.
Hey guys, whenever you have a chance, I have a important question. Just waiting.
So just let me finish this point. So is this actually like, so as you say, I'm holding FACO, I don't hold any hex. So this hex is somehow sent to this protocol, and this protocol.
So basically, you are interacting with the smart contract, which is the X smart contract. Okay, you have the X tokens. You can decide to stake them through the X contract. Okay, and what happens is that contract, when you decide to create your stake, takes your coins that you decided to stake and burns them. By burning them, it's basically sending them to the 0.000x address. Okay, and it gives you the equivalent value in T shares. Okay, and those T shares accrue interest every day. Okay, and let's imagine you created a stake for 1 year. Okay, and while the stake is running, you are accruing a yield, right? A portion of the X inflation. You are accruing that, and during that entire year, you can decide to end your stake if you want it. And what happens when you end your stake? The contract calculates how much you are owed and mints the X again for you. Okay, so basically, when you end your stake, the contract mints you the X you're owed at that point in time. Okay, but if you do it before the actual date you decided when you created the stake, you will incur penalties. Okay, or if you do it after 2 weeks from the day it was supposed to end. So if you stake today for a year and that day comes and you wait 2 more weeks, then you incur late end stake fees. So there's early end stake fees and late end stake fees. So you should be truthful to what you decided at the beginning and end your stake within a 15-day period from the date you set it up.
Basically, this is what I get it. Excellent. Well, I was thinking about staking something like 2 years before the next peak because I probably would like to get out then. But the only concern I had was the safety. Was only the safety? It's like if I'm holding it, if I'm not holding it.
So the only party is the X contract. So it's you interacting with the X contract directly from your wallet. There's no third party that gets your coins. There's no, it's a completely trustless system. And the contract that has been running for almost 3 years now, with the full audits and no issues so far, guarantees that at the end of your stake, you will be receiving, or new X will be minted for you based on what is the yield or the amount of X you are entitled to.
It's
So
the
the
same
only way,
way, because technically in this
I was
period
actually
your coins do not
reading
exist.
about a couple of things about staking. There was a case. I'm not talking about HEX right now. That somehow those contracts were hacked and then the funds were stolen. So I see the HEX is not there because it's burned. Yeah, it's gone.
so there's no way for them to hack the contract to get your funds, because your funds are not locked there. So basically, what the contract does is takes your X, burns it. You get those, what people call always the T shares. So you get a share of the system, and that share of the system entitles you to yield, basically. And at the end of your stake,
It's not a token. The T-share is not real.
it's not a token. It's just
a function.
accounting
It's like,
system.
yeah,
It's just an accounting system.
Calculated for you when you end stake based on the amount of time that you've put in that contract. So it's not a real thing. It's not an asset that you can see. It's just I guess it's like a counter.
It's an accounting system. Okay, basically the yield in X. The yield in X.
Steal this T-shirt. Am I right?
No, you can't.
No. Basically, those T-shares is the way for the contracts knowing how much you're entitled to in terms of yield every day.
Basically, look, I'll explain it in easy terms. Physically, the T-shares do not exist be until the day that you end stake. The day that you end stake is when the contract executes and goes back in time until it finds the day where you started your stake, and it does a calculation how many T-shares you are owed, and then it mints the hex based on that number. So nothing in that time period for the 10, 15 years or whatever you try to do, 2 years, nothing exists. Only once you interact with the contract, it will start calculating how much you're owed.
Then send it back to original address, which is mine, right?
Correct. Yeah, you mint it to the address you stake it from.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. But you need to end the stake at the time you said you would. If you do it before or 15 days after, you start getting penalized.
Interesting. I didn't know that even if you do it later, I mean, you physically manage to do it.
Yeah, you don't need to end your stake, but you need to run good accounting, which is another function to guarantee that you don't get the late fees. And the only difference is that good accounting does not mint your coins while the end stake mints your coins. Okay, and the reason for this is that while your stake is running, even if it's after the deadline, the shares you still are entitled, or your stake still counts for the total shares that exist in the pool. And so by you not ending your stake, everyone else is getting diluted. And so the way for the system to make sure that people are incentivized to end their stakes is those late penalties. Because if you just have your stake running for 10 more years, during those 10 years, everyone is getting diluted because of you.
All right, I get it.
Because the X payout, the daily payout, is based on the shares that people own and the total shares in the pool. And if your stake has ended, but your stake is still counting towards the total number of shares, everyone is getting less because you still count towards the total number when you shouldn't.
Okay, thanks for those information, you two guys. That was helpful. That's what I'm saying. I was just wondering about the safety way, and I think I get it. It's like good.
The only risk The only risk you really have is just if the Ethereum chain just dies and you cannot run the X contract anymore. That's basically it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks again, guys, and wish you a good day.
You too.
Hey, Elmarie and Toby, how are you guys?
Fine, and you?
Right.
I'm good. I'm good. Quick question. I'd be really appreciative towards you guys if you can answer this. So I sacrificed for PulseX, and because of how great this community is, I had one of its administrators, or rather, the people helping the administrators, help me figure out exactly what I do to basically keep my sacrifice safe and just in general crypto safety. And so they told me to get two Trezor wallets and have one as the migration wallet and then one as the Volt wallet. And so I did the steps, and then I created a new MetaMask. Um, and so I'm a little bit confused with right now. I want to go and check out my PulseX on the testnet, and I'm a little bit confused with which MetaMask or what do I use in order to check my
So,
yeah.
okay, so the goal for the hardware wallet is basically to be a way to safely keep your seed phrase. Can you please mute yourself when you're not speaking? We are hearing feedback. So it's a safe way to store your seed phrase when you are interacting with the blockchain, okay? Because your coins are not on the wallets, right? Your coins are on the blockchain, and the wallet is only a glorified keychain, okay? So when you want to interact with the Pulse chain via an hardware wallet, the easiest way right now for you to do it is connect the hardware wallet to MetaMask. But in order to be able to use the MetaMask for that, you need to create what we call a dummy wallet. So you install MetaMask again, you create a new address with a new set of 12 word seed phrases, which we call the dummy wallet, which is needed by default because MetaMask, for some reason, does not work. You cannot connect it to your hardware wallet unless you have a dummy wallet there, okay, which you will never use basically. And then you can click on the top round button on MetaMask, and you have an option to add or connect to the hardware wallet. And after you do the connection, then a new address on your MetaMask will appear where it says Trezor1 or Ledger1, depending on the hardware wallet you have. And it's from that address that you can then connect, or that account that you can then connect to the Pulsechain testnet to see your balances. Does that make sense?
So I basically use the migration wallet to connect
To
to
MetaMask.
the dummy MetaMask.
Exactly. So do you have MetaMask open right now where you are in your PC?
Um, I make videos on crypto and stuff a little bit and just in general information, and so I have like a multiple MetaMask accounts, and I haven't actually logged into my original into the dummy MetaMask yet. So
Okay, but it, when you migrate your seed to the hardware wallet, okay, you then need to remove the MetaMask from your browser and then add it again and create a new dummy account on that one. And
yeah,
the goal for that is just to make sure no remains of your seed phrase are stored on the computer.
correct. Yeah, I actually created a dummy MetaMask um,
Okay.
as soon as I made the migration wallet, and so I already have a dummy MetaMask made that's not on my computer. Can I use that one?
Well, how did you create a dummy MetaMask that is not on your computer?
Well, when I migrated my seed phrase over to my migration wallet, my Trezor wallet, um, I was I was like basically told by this guy to create a new MetaMask account on this computer, but then I deleted that MetaMask after creating it.
No, the goal is you had a MetaMask with your original seed phrase. Okay. The goal is to simply put that seed phrase on the hardware wallet, then remove MetaMask, install it again, and create the dummy wallet, and that's it. But you created the dummy wallet first and then deleted MetaMask, so
No,
you
no, no,
didn't.
no, no, no. Here, I guess I explained it incorrectly. So I had my MetaMask, which I sacrificed from, and
Mm-hmm.
then I bought a Trezor wallet, turned that Trezor wallet into a migration wallet, um,
Mm-hmm.
for that MetaMask account, which that migration wallet has the same seed phrase as that MetaMask wallet, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and then afterwards, I created a dummy MetaMask after
No,
all
no,
of that.
no. You should remove the MetaMask first and then create a dummy wallet after installing it again.
I did that.
But uh, after the migration, did you remove the MetaMask?
Yes,
Okay. And after installing it again, you created a new dummy wallet.
correct,
Okay. And then you deleted it again? Was that it?
correct. Yes. Well, I didn't delete it. I logged out of it and I deleted the app from my computer.
Okay. So you can use that first dummy wallet you already created or just create a new one. It doesn't really matter. But you need to have that one wallet on MetaMask by default before you are able to connect to your hardware wallet. So you either create a new dummy wallet or you use the dummy wallet that you created before. Simple as that.
So I just use the I just log into I guess log into the MetaMask that is the
Exactly.
dummy wallet, and then when I log into it, then I can connect my migration wallet to that dummy MetaMask, and then I guess connect it, and then I can use that MetaMask as that uh, the dummy MetaMask as the receiver of that Pulsechain PLX.
No, what you'll do after you have that dummy wallet, you click the button on top, the round button on the top of MetaMask, and you have an option that says Connect Hardware Wallet. You click on it, you go through the steps, you choose ledger, etc. It will ask you for the PIN. You go ahead, and then you will have a new account on the MetaMask that says Trezor One. Okay, you normally you have account one, which will be your dummy, and when you add the hardware wallet connection, you'll have a new one called Trezor. There's a video from Baba Boner that you can watch, and he shows the complete step. Maybe it's better for you to watch it again if you haven't already. 1 second, trying to
His name
pasting
is
it in the chat.
Baba what?
Papa Boner. I'm pasting the link in chat. 1 second. If combat. Oh, sorry. Uh, this is the correct man. You see, combat just popped with a few links on the chat. In the Pulsechain chat. Can you see the last
Yeah,
links?
I can see it. I can see it. It's from you, correct?
So exactly. So check the first link, okay, and it goes through the video of the Trezor setup and migration by Papa Boner, and that step that you're missing, he has it there and shows it to you step by step if you have any questions. So just watch a video and you will understand what I'm saying.
Gotcha. So after connecting my migration wallet and creating a new account in that dummy MetaMask, I can then connect that MetaMask to the Pulsechain testnet and then check my sacrifice amount.
Exactly. You will change you will add the RP settings for the Pulsechain on that MetaMask, and you'll be able to see the sacrifice from your migration wallet. But you need to first connect the hardware wallet. So just watch the video, the last part. It goes through this process, and you'll be able to understand it.
It's the last part of the first link of the video, right?
Yeah, the first link. Well, you can just watch the entire video, which is 40 minutes. But like after the 20-minute mark, it goes through the step you're in right now.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem. So, and as we were talking about before, if anyone wants to know how the end stake penalties are calculated based on the different scenarios, you just go to x.wiki/penalties, and I'll just paste it in the chat. And you'll see all the penalties are calculated, the formulas that are used, basically. The other way to see it is just add your stakes to the Staker app, and usually every day it shows how much X you would receive if you staked on that day, and that includes the yield minus the penalties, and it breaks down the two, so it's really easy to see it through the Staker app front end. But if you want to understand it in advance before actually doing your stake, you just go to this link and see the different examples from the different scenarios.